What's up, warriors and shield maidens? It's another day and another music reaction. So Russell is making us go down the Liliac rabbit hole again tonight. I think this is probably only our second time reacting to Liliac. Second, I think. The song is called Nothing, and for those of you who cannot remember, Liliac is literally a band, a metal band of siblings who are freaking amazing and phenomenal, and so good at what they do and just beautiful all around. The first time I got introduced to them, they did a cover of a song by Dio. What was it called? Hell Driver. Was it? I think it was Hell Diver. Hell Diver. Something along the lines of that. I wasn't familiar with the song whatsoever. So yeah, this time we are doing Nothing. I believe it's actually one of their own. It's a single of their own, not a cover. So yeah, let's give it up for these kids. Oh, that's cool. Imagine having your own vinyl. Fancy. Ooh, this is gonna be good.
Times we had, that's where I'll be. I'm left alone, sweet memories. All I hear are silent nights. Why are you shutting me out? I'm screaming. Can you hear me? Are you hiding something? Was there something you cannot feel? We can't go on if you see nothing left in me.
That voice of hers is gold. This is very eerie, né? The whole music video. It's cool.
Every time I hear your voice, I lose myself, letting go. When I feel your touch once more, how can I tell if it's all real? I'm screaming. Can you hear me? Are you hiding something? Is there something you cannot feel? We can't go on if you see nothing left in me.
I still want to know what they use for their hair, because flip it, their whole family's got beautiful, healthy hair.
I'm screaming. Can you hear me? Are you hiding something? Was it something I've done to you? We can't go on if you see nothing left in me.
It's so cool. And she's very expressive, né? Which I love. You guys know this. Oh, oh. This is so freaking phenomenal. This. Okay, so first of all, the black and white with the piano, the umbrella, it's a dainty female umbrella. It's not meant to protect you from the rain. The white roses. Everything reminds me of I want to say of, again, a very, very old, like a 90s horror movie where a female was killed and now either her serial killer or someone is watching the footage. It happened to be her husband who's the killer. I don't know. That is just immediately what came to mind, because there would always be this innocent footage of this beautiful person, and then she ends up haunting the house because she was killed by her husband or fiance or whatever. Um, okay, let's go. I think this absolutely deserves for us to go and read the lyrics, seeing as this is their single. So they made the effort of writing a song and not just doing cover songs. Genius lyrics. It sounded a bit tragic though. Let's go there. Genius. They keep making me verify that I'm a human today. So definitely it felt like she was trying to cling to a lover, but this lover could not be phased. Okay, so times we had, that's where I'll be. I'm left alone with memories. All I hear are silent nights. Why are you shutting me out? Okay, so I'm left alone with memories. This explains the visuals of a black and white old film, because she would constantly rewatch that maybe throughout her lifetime in order to remember what it is that how their relationship used to be, I think. I'm screaming, can you hear me? Are you hiding something? Is there something you cannot feel? Whew. We can't go on if you see nothing. You see nothing left in me. Oh shit, that's ouch. Every time I hear your voice, I lose myself, letting go. But when I feel your touch once more, how can I tell if it's so real? I'm screaming, can you hear me? Wait, maybe she's a ghost. Are you hiding something? Is there something you cannot feel? We can't go on if you see nothing left in me. Okay, no, I think she just died emotionally because this guy or her lover is simply just not, he's not, again, like I said, he's not phased with her. There's no interest. He doesn't care to show affection. Where am I now? I'm screaming, can you hear me? Are you hiding something? Was it something I've done to you? We can't go on if you see nothing left in me. Memories will soon fade away. About. Oh, there's no about. Okay, so I'm going to go two directions with this. One is she's still with this partner. She's just going to revisit her memories of the good times, that they still had together. But she's not blind to the fact that he doesn't seem to feel anything anymore. And she's asking, she's definitely trying to probe him in some shape or form. Females are probably not the most direct beings, so men tend to not always understand women, and any man will say this, and any woman will say this. Women think they are clear, but they're not. We can be very vague, and we can have lots of like twisty ways of asking shit because we want you to answer in a certain way without asking you directly, which is just a bunch of bullshit. We should just be straight, honest, straight shooters. And then men will actually maybe perhaps grasp what the hell it is that's going on. So she is saying, she's coming to the realization that we can't go on if you see nothing left in me. So if you don't feel something for me, then obviously there's no point in staying together. But she very clearly is still very much hung up on this guy. I lose myself letting go whenever I hear your voice. But when I feel your touch once more, how can I tell if it's so real? So she's in the chorus, she's realizing something's not right. Like you don't feel whatever it is that you need to feel. But then in the second verse, she's like, okay, but you're touching me. and it feels so real. I hear your voice. I lose myself. So what now? Like, am I doubting? Am I maybe confusing and thinking you don't see something in me anymore? Or, you know, am I just overreacting? And then in the pre-chorus, she's saying, I'm screaming. Can you hear me? So in my experience, women, we're needy in some aspects. Sometimes women are not very needy. Men tend to think we're needy. But it is, I think, like reassurance. Okay, from a female's point of view. I know of a woman, and I don't know of any woman. Let me rephrase this. I don't know of any woman who is okay and who can honestly say 110% that she's okay with the fact that her husband or fiance or boyfriend doesn't like to say I love you, or they just don't say I love you. They said it once, they said it at the altar, and that was it. I mean, in my family, I think it was my father's side. I think my grandparents actually, they are the couple I'm thinking of now. My grandfather said to my grandmother once, I love you. That was at the altar. Never again, to the day they died. However, they genuinely loved each other. So woman wants that reassurance. Woman wants to hear. I mean, it's nice to hear that your man loves you, ne? And woman will kick up a fuss until eventually she accepts, okay, my husband doesn't say it, but I promise you, your wife is going to think, or your girlfriend is going to think, maybe he doesn't love me. That's why he doesn't say it. I literally watched a movie at some point, an Afrikaans movie, where the woman addressed the fact, or she told her husband, I love you. And then she asked, do you love me back? And then he said, Mariki, I told you the day of our wedding, I love you. If anything changes at any point in time, I will be sure to let you know. Trust me, gentlemen, that is the worst answer you can give your wife, even though you find it really logical and practical. No, that's not woman talk, okay? That's not woman language. Woman wants to know you love her. On the other hand, ladies, men find it difficult to express emotions. Some men. I'm not talking about estrogen-filled men. I'm talking about alpha males. Old school, older generations that we're still taught men don't cry, men don't show emotion, men needs to be hard, men needs to be the protectors. They shouldn't feel anything because that's when you break. Those kind of things. So for men, sometimes it is really difficult. As much as they love you, they find it close to impossible to utter the words, I love you. But in their gestures, in their actions, they will show you, in their energy towards you, you will feel like you're the most loved person on this planet. So sometimes we just need to just try and understand your partner. I mean, you guys are in a relationship after all. I'm digressing. I'm freaking digressing. But anyway, so what I'm sensing here is she says I'm screaming. So she's dropping hints. She's talking. She's asking. She's probing. She's trying to get a response from her partner, whether or not it is whether he loves her, whether he wants to be with her, whether he still feels the same. But he doesn't seem to get the hint, or he's just blatantly ignoring it, but maybe he actually doesn't feel anything for her anymore. They just stick together for the sake of it. So that's the one direction I'm leaning towards, and the other direction I can't ignore just because it is so freaking horror movie like. So everything kind of drives me to thinking maybe this is genuinely like a horror movie, because she, as a ghost, only has memories of them. She's left with the memories. We can't go on if you see nothing. He doesn't see her, nay. You see nothing left in me. Every time I hear a voice, I lose myself letting go. So obviously she's a ghost. She can, if she's stuck on this plane, she can see him. They can't, if unless he has the gift of sight, and to the extent where so some humans have another lens, they call it, and you can not only see what's on the other side of this plane or on this plane or beyond the veil, but sometimes you can actually engage with these entities or lost spirits or whatever. So unless he has that lens, he can't engage with her, but she can very well observe him. And then when I feel your touch once more, how can I tell if it's so real? Perhaps, I mean, we haven't been dead yet, so we don't know what it is that entities can feel, what lost spirits can feel when they move through us in the physical realm. We don't know if they feel anything. We obviously can't feel them if they are still on this side of the veil. That's when some people, even if you are not born or you didn't inherit through bloodline the gift of sight, you can still sense. So some people are just completely oblivious. They don't know anything. They don't believe in it. They don't have any encounters with this. And then you have people who are spiritually very open. So you can sense when there's something in the air, or if energy just shifted, something's wrong. There's someone in the room, but you can't see anything, that kind of thing. I mean, go to a freaking graveyard, guys. Go to a cemetery. There's a reason why it's a scary place. Like the stuff that's sitting in the cemeteries is, okay. Every time I hear your voice, I lose myself. Okay, we've been through that. I'm screaming. Can you hear me? She's stuck on the other side of the veil or on this plane, but not on this plane, He's not going to hear her unless, again, he can engage with entities. And then, are you hiding something? Is there something you cannot feel? So interesting, in movies and series and whatever, and books, they drive a narrative of when a human dies and they get stuck on this plane, they actually don't realize that they died. They don't. So that is very much real. And I'm not going to dive into that, but through experience, an experience with my family, all the men in our bloodline has the gift. So it's real. They do not know. They don't realize that they are dead. And they just continue on. They disappear. They come back. They'll have conversations with those who can actually engage. But they are so clear and so visible that it takes years and experience to actually start telling the difference in someone that's real, that's fleshy, that's alive, versus an entity or a spirit that is just on this side and stuck. So memories will soon fade away. And that's the other part that also makes me feel like, I kind of feel like she's a ghost, because at some point, even for spirits, they forget. There's a reason why spirits shouldn't stay, like they should move on. Reapers exist for a reason. Angels exist for a reason. You can call them angels, call them entities, call them what you want. And at the end, they are all just entities, reapers and angels. But they carry, or they take the dead over to the next plane. And if you stay, if you don't move on, you do start, sometimes spirits will become, let's go with the word crazy, for the lack of a better word, but completely nuts. And the more of those spirits who compile basically in a building or a house or whatever, eventually it draws really bad energy, and that's when you end up with poltergeists, and especially if the people who move in there is just have the wrong energies, and it's just crazy. I'm again ranting. But I'm definitely looking at this song in two different ways, like literal everyone's still alive and happy-go-lucky, and on the other side I'm like, oh, this is spooky, just because, like, I'm almost more convinced of that theory just because of the way they decided to shoot the music video. You know, how she was dressed. It's a very old female little umbrella, fancy looking umbrella. It was more to like keep the sun, you know, keep their faces in the shade and also make them look extra pretty and feminine. And all the black and white and the eerie piano playing and the white roses. It's just spooky. Okay, I like spooky. So this was freaking awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I loved it. I'm so open to more Liliac. Like, they are phenomenal. I'm still curious though. So the lead vocalist is called Melody. Her name is Melody, and I saw her brother. Well, I think is it the boy guitarist. I just saw on YouTube there was a short last week, where they celebrated his 18th birthday. So I think this song is also probably a few years old. Let me quickly see. Yeah, 5 years old. So he's probably now 18. I think it was that young kid with he had a bit shorter hair, playing the guitar, not the keyboard. But yeah, so my thing is, I wonder what their parents thought when they had to choose a name for Melody. Did they just, you know, some cultures, they would name their kids based on how they want them to grow up. Do they want them to be wise? Do they want them to have wealth? Do they want them to, I don't know, be spiritual beings? So they'll name them accordingly, patience or whatever. And did they think, you know what, we want her to be musical, let's dub her Melody. It was so fitting. So good job, parents, mom and dad. You definitely are reaping the fruits of your decision to name your kids. All right, guys, I will check you in the next one. Russell, thank you very much. Thank you and goodbye.